Hey, let's see me here, or you want to call me Brandon Flynn, which if you have any of you guys been my friends for long enough, you might have seen that my last YouTube name was Brandon Flynn. But one of these that 4 billion years from now, about 3 billion years before the sun turns into a red giant and swallows up the Mercury and Venus, and our planet survived, but we died. Well, one thing is that our planet, our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, if you go outside, you can see the Andromeda galaxy, which is going to collide with our galaxy and form the galaxy called Milky Andromeda. And so the Earth is going to be a stepchild. You might think it's weird, but one thing is that the universe only been around for 13.7 billion years. You might think, well, that's right, because our galaxy is about 13.7 billion years old, which means, well, 13.7 billion years old, ago, the Big Bang, which is about the size of the universe. The universe used to be super tiny, like about this big. It didn't have enough space to form a galaxy. Actually, it did. The star was tiny. It was about around. It was around like this tiny. Like it's like you can crush it, and in order to touch it, you would have to try to crush it. So it's like that. But when it expanded, it got twice its size, and it kept going, going, and going, and got the size of human. And then it expands and expands, and contains the Milky Way galaxy, which is 220 um, million light years across, which is pretty big. A light year is about how long a the light the speed of light can go, and it can how far it can go in about a year, which is a trillion miles, which is a lot. You might think there's a bigger number than a trillion. There is. It says one thing. The biggest number we found was non-trillion. About 27 zero. But actually, the biggest scientific number was Corvus Dragon, which is about 27 million zeros. Actually, no, it's called a zero. No, it's a con, it's a complex, which is about 27,000 zeros. Sorry for the other one mistaken. Don't listen to that. But one thing is that scientists are trying to see how it would collide. When they collide, they start colliding with half its flight, and then it goes and do about 15, I'm doing 20 years, and then it'll go back and then collide. And it'll have this, like, let's say this is a middle, this is, and this is like it. It's like about, and then the galaxy is about the size of my house. That's how big the galaxy is. If you shrink it to nail size, which is nail size for it, is about the size of a house. So one thing is that the small length you can get is plate length, which if you get any smaller than that, which is heat, makes it. But the smaller it is, the worse it is. Like the harder it can hit you, and at the core of the sun is about 27 million to 227 million degrees. But the surface, it gets even colder. But it gets 278,000 degrees. Lightning can about get about nearly 50 times that degree, but not near temperature of the core. But one thing is that why do we die from lightning when it hits the ground? It's because its heat goes down in the ground. But one thing is that when it strikes you, it doesn't affect your heat, but you have a chance of dying or losing your memory completely. Like you will not know your name. You will not know anyone. You'll lose all your memories. You so badly that you even lose um the easiest memory to remember, which is now. Like when you get struck, you can forget that you got struck by lightning. You'll act like about a newborn baby. So one thing is that a lot of things actually happened about 4.7 billion years ago, which is the violent birth of the sun and its planets. But one thing is that galaxies are not the biggest thing. You might think that galaxies are big, but there's a nebula that is so it's called the Trantula Nebula, which is it's not even considered a supernova. It's so big. It's so big that it destroyed about 27 galaxies in its radius, which is a lot. It gave birth to a star, about 20 million stars. But one thing is that the when 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 this when the big freeze happens, which is 120 years from now, is when the universe dies completely and there's no heat. But there actually is a teeny bit. It's so teeny that it actually kept itself alive on the big freeze. Now, the Google year, the in a Google year, the universe will have zero energy. And I'm talking about zero, like this. This num. I can't even make my a zero with my hand. Let's just do this. About that. But I'm talking about I don't know, 1 second. About this. But one thing is that scientists say we're gonna be think about 1 billion years from now. But we're a galaxy called Milky Andromeda. When it collides, the sky will be filled with bursts of stars. You might think we won't be all dead right now, but we might be able to time travel and actually see that time. We might be able to type like say 4 billion years and then go to the future one and say taking like 4 billion years and it will 4 billion years from now. And yeah, one thing is that the sun is not the hottest thing. The biggest star we ever found was ICG, which is massive, about over 1 trillion times the size of the Earth. one time in over 1 billion times the size of the sun, and it fused. It fused a lot of things. It fused a lot of stars. Even the smallest star is barely even considered a star. It is it's so small. It is 70 degrees. You could you could be there, but it's still cold. It's only like 20 degrees hotter than outside. But it'd be like a nice day. You can kind of see it. You see that oh come on. See that light behind me? That's kind of like how it shines. If let's pretend it starts beside me. Well, one thing is about there's an area that's so unstable for humans to survive that in the year 20,000 it'll be safe. But probably won't be existing because it'll be 20,000 years from now. Actually, well, no, 21,984 years from now. You imagine, like, no, no, 21,985. Well, one thing is that if you want, one thing is that a lot of things happen, happen in our galaxy. Well, one thing is that the Milky Way galaxy is one of the largest galaxies in the universe. And once it combines with Andromeda, it becomes the largest. IC1101, no 11, no IC1101, which is it's a galaxy that's eating itself alive. It's the largest galaxy right now. And by the time it dies, which is when all the stars explode at once, and the rest is sucked up by black holes, it'll create the biggest nebula in the universe, about killing half the galaxies in the universe. Nearly hitting the local group is where we actually are in. One thing is that the local group is one of the fascinating places, but the birth of the galaxy is when the star is born as for this huge area where there's no galaxy near it. You can't see a single galaxy in your eye. I mean, you can see, I mean, even if you have a telescope. And when the star is born, that's when the galaxy is teeny about the size of the star, and then it grows and grows and grows, grows until it takes up like about the size of Milky Way galaxies today, but no galaxy actually got that. Hey, some others, bigger ones, but there's Milky Way and Andromeda are gonna collide. So if we make a time machine, I hope you see the great event. You'll see the beauty of about 30 million stars being born, and that the biggest and whole bunch of and you know what? A lot of times galaxies die. So a middle school skeleton is gonna die in 4 billion years. So I hope I um hit hit that like button and subscribe, and I hope and I'll see you in the next science video. Bye.